Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and hello to all of you. In this video, I'm going to share on how we can run this data, the analysis in Stata, some basic analysis such as descriptive statistics, correlation, and regression. So in this screen, you can see the data in Microsoft Excel, and you have to make sure that the data has been cleaned, the data has no specific symbol. For example, like you can see that sometimes we include the currency, we put a comma in the numbers, so it's not going to work in Stata. So make sure that you already clean all of the data. So as you can see here are basically the data that has been cleaned. I have already transformed the firm size to natural log, and the data also has been winsorized. As an example, let's say I want to transfer this data from Excel to Stata. I just need to copy the data here, and I need to open my new Stata interface. And here in data, you can see data editor, and you choose data editor edit. This is where we are going to put our data set, and then I just click at the corner here, I choose paste, and the treat first row as a variable names, because basically if I look at the information in my Excel, the first row actually referring to the variable names. Alright, so that's why you can get here the information. Okay, so as you can see, the alphabet, if you include any alphabets or any data that the Stata cannot read, beside of the numbers, you can see that the data will be transformed to red font like this. But if it is in number and it has no problem, then it will turn black like this. So it means that it is a normal data. Stata can read it, Stata can analyze it. So I assume that you already perform the test of independent variables, which includes normality test, heteroscedasticity test, linearity test, multicollinearity test, variant inflation factor, etc., etc. And also you need to perform the test on the residual. Make sure that the residual they are normally distributed. Only then your data is like ready for you to run for the further analysis, which includes descriptive statistics, correlation, and regression. Okay, so if you detect the outliers is quite huge, then it depends on the nature of research. As in, I normally work in corporate governance area. What I choose is normally to winsorize the data at the top and bottom 1%. So I've already shown you how to winsorize the data at the top and bottom 1% using Stata in the previous video. So as in this video, I just want to show how you can run descriptive statistics on the data set. You just need to use SU. The command is SU, and then you choose the variables that you want to check on the descriptive statistics data and analysis. You select the variables that you want, and then you put D here, which means detail. SU means summary or summarize, and then here basically the variable that I've chosen, and you put comma here, and you start to include here D, which means detail. Alright, so you can see here, alright, here basically the detailed information about the descriptive statistic of the data. You can see the percentile, the smallest, the largest, the skewness and curtices. This is also a part of the indication whether the data is normally distributed or not. Observation, the mean, as well as the standard deviation. Okay, here 50% refers to the median, and the percentile of 75%, 95%, 25% are also available in this result. Next is about correlation. and you can use, you know, like a pairwise correlation, for example, and the command is pwcorr, and then you select the variables that you want to check on the correlation, and comma. After you select the variable, you put comma, and you put here SIG, means significant. Okay, so the command is pwcorr, means pairwise correlation. You choose the variables that you want, and then comma, and then significant, SIG. Alright, so now you can see the table of correlation beautifully. It has been presented to you, and you can also see the significant level of the relationship between one variable and another. So you can see here 0.000, 0.004, these the below are basically the significant level, while the upper value are referring to the coefficient of the correlation. Next is about regression. Okay, so if you want to run the linear regression, you can just type REG. The dependent variable is Tobin's Q, which refers to the firm's value, and other variables are independent variables, which include control variables. So I choose the variables that I want, and then I include robust command for me to control for heteroscedasticity using Huber-White. Alright, so as you can see here, alright, this is the dependent variable. Here are the independent variable, and you can see here the p-value is 0.014 for the first variable. The second is 0.026. The third was 0.006, means that is highly significant. Okay, the second one is significant at p lower than 0.05, similar to the first one, and the third one is p value lower than 0.01. And if I check on the R squared, is quite good, that is 0.68, means 68%. The model able to explain the dependent variable, and that is basically how you can run simple analysis on descriptive statistics, correlation, and regression using Stata.